From the first whispers to full-blown fan obsession, the entertainment world can't stop spinning around Hunter Schafer's newest role, a role that is nothing short of transformative, electrifying, and unapologetically raw. If you thought her performance in Euphoria was a career-defining moment, this upcoming portrayal rewrites everything we thought we knew about her range, presence, and artistic boldness. The buzz isn't just hype, it is a signal of a seismic shift, as Schafer steps into a character layered with psychological complexity, emotional firepower, and visual intensity that will leave audiences stunned and breathless. What makes this even more compelling is the secrecy that surrounds the project. While most blockbusters are overhyped before their first trailer drops, Schafer's involvement has been a slow-burning revelation, dropped in hints and clues that fans have been piecing together with fervent anticipation. From shadowy set photos to cryptic social media teases, everything about this role screams disruption, disrupting not just the norms of casting, genre, or even gender dynamics in Hollywood, but challenging what it means to embody a role at its most vulnerable and human. Reports from insiders suggest that Schafer underwent intensive emotional training, diving deep into method acting territory to explore the fractured psyche of a character who balances beauty and brutality, silence and rage. Those lucky enough to glimpse early footage describe her performance as hauntingly poetic, raw eyes filled with silent storms, subtle tremors in her voice conveying volumes, and scenes that grip the heart without a single word spoken. Directors working alongside her have called it a fearless evolution and the kind of role that marks an era. And it is easy to see why Schafer brings not just talent, but truth, and in doing so, lights a new path for how women, especially trans women, are portrayed in major roles. Hollywood's past failures to cast trans actors in meaningful, non-tokenized stories now feel like distant relics compared to this moment. Because Schafer is not just playing a character, she is redefining how characters should be written, directed, and delivered. Her co-stars reportedly couldn't keep up with the intensity of certain scenes, with some walking off set needing emotional decompression after witnessing her in character. But it is not just heavy drama. This film reportedly weaves elements of suspense, sci-fi, and gritty realism, creating a cinematic experience that mirrors the fractured world we live in while offering a glimmer of hope, a heartbeat of resistance, a scream for authenticity. If you're a fan of transformation, of watching someone step so deeply into a role that you forget the actor exists behind the ease, then Schafer's latest work will not just impress, it will haunt, inspire, and provoke. And for those who think they can just catch a highlight reel later, think again. This isn't a moment that will be fully captured in Instagram clips or reviews. It is the kind of performance that demands to be felt in the theater, in silence, in darkness, where every nuance pierces directly into the soul. Critics are already preparing their think pieces, speculating about awards, drawing comparisons to iconic performances of the past. But what Schafer brings defies comparison. It is rooted in her lived experience, her poetic soul, and her unflinching commitment to tell stories that matter. This isn't a role handed to her, it is a role she built with her own pain, imagination, and power. And it is why so many industry veterans are calling this a watershed moment. What is more, the costume design, cinematography, and soundscape reportedly build an entire ecosystem around her, all orbiting around her gravity. From minimalistic silence to sudden, jarring sequences of emotional eruption, the film's rhythm mirrors the heartbeat of Schafer's performance. It is intimate and explosive all at once. And perhaps that is what makes this project so magnetic. While it could have easily slipped into overproduced Hollywood formula, it instead stays personal, grounded, and dangerously vulnerable. If you've ever questioned what it means for an actor to completely lose themselves in a role, to pour every ounce of soul into every glance, brief, and silence, then Schafer's newest performance will be your answer. Fans of deep cinema, psychological storytelling, and raw acting power should clear their calendars and brace themselves, because once you see it, there is no going back. The transformation is total. The effect is permanent. And if you're not part of the audience that experiences this wave, info, you'll be left behind as the world moves forward, inspired and awakened by what Hunter Schafer dared to deliver. From the first frame to the last whisper, this is a story that doesn't ask to be watched, it demands to be felt. And when that final scene cuts to black, you won't just applaud, you'll sit in stunned silence, wondering how something this real, this visceral, made its way into a world so often dominated by fiction. Miss this, and you'll miss a cultural moment years in the making.